Hi, I'm Morse, the founder of Core Elements Training. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate PNF stretching to the gastrocnemius, which is at the back of the lower leg. So PNF stretching is a specific stretching technique which is excellent for developing flexibility in the muscle that you're addressing. It utilises several steps when you use this technique, and it's a really nice way to end your sports massage or your sports therapy treatment. So we're doing couch stretching today, so taking it as if we've completed our sports therapy treatment and we're now stretching a specific muscle group at the end of the treatment. So we know that the gastrocnemius crosses the back of the knee. So ideally, to get an effective stretch within the gastrocnemius, the knee should be in an extended position, which it is here with our client lying on the couch. So first of all, or step one for the PNF principle, is taking the muscle into an initial stretch position where the client feels the stretch starting to switch on. So I'm using my leg here in order to move the client's foot into a dorsiflexed position. So Katie, can you feel that stretch coming on? Excellent. So we're going to hold this initial stretch for about 15 seconds. So that allows the stretch to let go of its initial contraction and to start to relax. So after 15 seconds, the next step would be a contraction phase. And having the leg in this position is going to apply resistance to the client's foot. So she's going to press her foot into my leg in order to try to contract the gastrocnemius, but at the same time I'm resisting their movement, so no movement will occur here. So that's roughly been about 15 seconds. So now Katie, I want you to push your foot into my leg in order to contract the muscle. Okay, excellent. So she's now pushing her foot into my leg. She's going to hold that for about 6 seconds, anywhere from about 6 to 8 seconds. Now this doesn't need to be a maximal contraction. The muscle just needs to feel slight contraction. Okay, so that's been about 8 seconds, 6 to 8 seconds. So let go of that contraction, Katie. Okay, she's now going to take a deep breath in. And then as she breathes out, I'm now going to increase the stretch. Okay, so the muscle should have relaxed, okay, here, and it's going to now allow me to move her foot into a deeper stretch position. So we've increased that dorsiflexion at the foot. Excellent. Can you feel that stretch now increase? Yeah. Excellent. So we'll now hold that again. So we're now holding that second stretch again for about 15 seconds. So the first stage was a 15-second stretch, then a 6 to 8 second contraction, followed by a deeper stretch for again about 15 seconds. Excellent. Okay, so again, now we're going to repeat that phase. Katie's now going to push her foot into my leg for about 6 to 8 seconds. So she's now contracting the gastrocnemius, so she's trying to press her foot into my leg. Excellent. She'll hold that again for about 6 to 8 seconds. Then as she lets go of the contraction, make sure that you don't fall into the leg as she's letting go of that contraction. So the foot's now relaxed again. So then she's going to take another deep breath in. And then as she breathes out, I'm now going to see if I can increase that stretch very slightly further. And that's going to be our final stage. So we're now going to hold this final stretch position for about 30 seconds. So generally with our PNF principle, because it's quite a strong stretching principle, we'll generally only repeat the rounds 2 to 3 times. And on our final stretch position, ideally we want to try to hold it for about 30 seconds. And that helps to re-educate that muscle memory and helps to lay down that new range of motion that's available in that muscle. So just to repeat those stages of that PNF stretching. So first of all, I'm just going to relax that stretcher, Katie. So first of all, the muscle's nice and relaxed. I'm pushing the foot into that dorsiflexed position, okay, using my thigh. We're taking it into an initial stretch position for about 15 seconds. Then from here, the client's then going to press the foot into the leg in order to contract the muscle for about 6 to 8 seconds. They then let go of that contraction, and then on the outward breath, you then increase that stretch position again for another 15 seconds. And repeat those rounds 2 to 3 times, holding that final stretch position for about 30 seconds to help to re-educate that muscle memory. So that was the gastrocnemius. So the knee is in an extended position, and then we're moving the ankle joint into that dorsiflex position. If we're doing a PNF stretch for the gastrocnemius, it's also useful to include a stretch for the soleus because they both are involved in that action at the ankle. So the soleus muscle doesn't cross the back of the knee. So the way that we can do the soleus is by taking the knee into a flexed position. Okay, then from here, again, we're still taking the foot into dorsiflexion, but this time we want the knee in flexion as well. So from here, what we would do to apply a PNF stretch would be here, hand around the calcaneus, and you're using your forearm there to take the foot into that dorsiflexed position. Again, we would hold this initially for about 15 seconds. Then after those 15 seconds, the client would then push their foot up into the forearm here, but you're resisting the movement at the forearm. Okay, so if you just press up into my forearm there, so therefore Katie is now contracting soleus, but I'm resisting that movement at the ankle joint. Then from here, after that 6 to 8 seconds of contraction, client would relax that contraction, so they'll let go. They'll take a deep breath in, and then on the outward breath, we're then just going to increase that stretch in that dorsiflex position. So we're now taking the soleus into that deeper stretch. And again, we would repeat that 2 to 3 rounds, and then we would hold that final stretch position for about 30 seconds, again to help with that muscle memory. Okay, so that was a quick example of PNF stretching for the gastrocnemius and the soleus muscles at the back of the lower leg. So this could be used at the end of your sports massage or your sports therapy treatment. And it can be done on the couch, or it could also be done on a mat on the floor. So these are examples of some of the techniques that we cover on our Level 4 Sports and Remedial Massage Diploma. If you'd like to find out more about our diploma or any of our other qualifications or courses, then please visit the website at www.coreelements.uk.com. Thank you.